Hello, Beez Bladers and newcomers to the channel. I am Brian, and if you enjoy weekly knife content, unboxings, overviews, reviews, you have come to the right place. We flew past the 100 subscriber mark, so today we're going to do an unboxing and overview of the Spyderco Para 3. Then I'll give instructions how to enter the giveaway today for a sweet new knife. I had to wait all day to check this new knife out, so this is the newest addition to Beez Blades, so let's roll. I resisted getting this one for a long time, but I could resist no longer. This is the Spyderco Para 3, not to be confused with the Paramilitary or the Paramilitary 2. This is not a Paramilitary. This is a Para 3, and it is its own entity. The 3 actually refers to the length of the blade being 3 inches. So here's what you get in the Spyderco box. Everything's very shiny, very, very shiny. That's what you get inside, and this is what's on the other side. Limited warranty and no clean cloth. That's it. And let's get this bad boy out and check it out. All right, screenshot time. Here is nice up and close if you want a screenshot. I am looking forward to checking this knife out. The Spydercos definitely get pocket time. I appreciate the ones that I have. I don't have a lot of the nicer knives. And if you guys have watched my videos, you know I don't have many that break the 100 mark. So there is what it looks like. And here you can get another screenshot if you'd like. Because a lot of the companies looks like they took a picture of a picture. There's that side, and here is this side. How exciting for me. Yay me, right? I got this knife at Knife Center for $147, and there are many places you can get them. I mean, many places. I'll list some in the description below, some links for you. You can customize this knife to your heart's content as much as you want with different scales, backspacers, you know, hole stoppers. I mean, you can, the sky's the limit. And I debated on whether to get this or the lightweight, and I went ahead with the G10 because there are so many options for customization. I'm probably going to put a micarta on here. I haven't decided which one. Like I said, I mean, the sky's the limit with the options for customization. So let's go over some specs. We'll check out the fit, finish, ergos, and weight, and we'll get to what we're all here for. Let's see what she weighs. And I'll try not to take too much of your time up, but I do want to get all this in. All right. Come on. Let's go. There we go. So, coming in at 3.37 ounces. Very nice, 3.375. That is very nice. Your close length is, where is my ruler? There it is. Let's see what we got here. All right, that's nice and up and close for you. So the close length on this knife is coming in right at just a hair over 4 1/4, so about 4.27. That's what they have listed. Your overall length is coming in right at just over 7 inches. Very close to 7 1/4. Yeah, we're just about at 7 1/4 inches long. Your blade length, let's see what that is. Your complete blade length, and then we'll see what your sharpened length is. Your complete blade length is coming in with this particular knife at 2.94, and your sharpened edge is going to come in at 2.66. That is my example of the knife. So 2.66 for your sharpened edge. Your cutting edge, that's not bad. 2.63. Blade stock. Let's check the blade stock. See what we're working with. So 0.057 inches. Pretty thick, pretty hefty up here, but you can see it goes and goes down there for you. It tapers down. Let's look at how wide we are for a profile. What's our pocket profile looking like? So about 1.5 inches. And your handle comes in at pretty much 1 inch. 1 inch for your handle width, the thickest part. And then where your index finger would go, you're looking at about 3/4 of an inch. So that's not too shabby, not too shabby. I will go ahead and get you behind the edge, and I'll post that up here or up here somewhere just so you can see what it is, because I like to take my time and take a few measurements. Man, look at that edge. Spyderco does such a great job from the factory. I love it. I appreciate it. Look at here. Spyderco CPM S30V premium steel. It keeps its edge. It's not brittle. It'll roll before it'll chip. It is, I mean, this is good stuff. This isn't D2. You know, I don't have a lot of the nicer premium, if you want to call that, knives. You know, I'm mostly into budget knives. Why? Because I have a budget. I would, of course, appreciate the nicer knives, but maybe down the future I'll be able to collab and work with some others and bring you guys more knives to check out and give my opinions on them. So for the handle, we got G10 with a nice texture. Get a look at that. It feels really nice. It grabs your what do you call them? Your fingerprints. It grabs your fingerprints, but it is not aggressive. But man, it's got a great grip to it. I appreciate that. Your locking mechanism here is a compression lock, which is, it's kind of a way to think about it if you're not familiar. It's kind of like an upside down liner lock. It's just up here, and you press with your finger and the blade releases. So that's that part. What kind of pocket clip we got? So this is not a deep carry. The pocket clip, as you can see, is more than half the length of the entire knife. And you have a huge lanyard hole here that you could practically put a rope in. So if you're a lanyard hole person, this is probably bringing you great joy, because you can make a lanyard or 2 or 3 and put in there. So we'll go over the pocket clip here in a minute. This is a reversible and reversible both directions, up and down carry, right and left hand carry. So that's good. That is a good thing. And on the other side of the blade here, we have Golden, Colorado, USA earth. Yes, a knife made in the United States of America. That is very nice. You have 2 maker's marks here. Does anybody know what that is? A lot of you probably do, because Spyderco, I mean, I gotta say, Spyderco is, they are a pillar in the knife community. So here you have Eric Glesser, and this is Sal Glesser. That's their maker marks. They both went together in the design of this knife, the Para 3. So let's check out the finish. What are we looking at here? Keeping it moving along. So the finish looks really nice. This satin finish definitely is going to pick up fingerprints. Not that that's really a big deal. You're looking at very stainless metal. I don't have any bad spots or anything bad to speak of. Looking at the grind, let's see what we're looking like here. Do I have something darker for reference? All right, can I get it? There's your grind. So you can see it is not completely symmetrical, but the odds of getting a grind that's symmetrical are pretty low. You know, usually that's something you have to take care of yourself, but I mean, it feels pretty sharp, pretty sharp. Where's our stop pin? Stop pin's right up here. And we've got a good lockup. Nice, solid lockup. Pivot has captured phosphor bronze washers, which I believe you can see right there. Right there, and right there, right there, and right there, right there, right there. Okay. Well, let's check out the sharpness here in just a second. Hardware screws. What kind of hardware are we working with? I'm going to start with a T10 because that's what I'm guessing it's going to be. Yes, we're at T10 for the pivot. And let's try a T8 here. So for your body screws, looking like a T8. And this is your stop pin, which is going to come out if you disassemble the knife. And then you just have one more body screw over here, which is also a T8. And I'm pretty sure those are going to be T6. So there's your hardware. So let's check out this, move a couple things here. Let's check out the pocket clip. and see what it looks like in the jeans. And you know, I already know before getting this knife that I have opinions on this pocket clip and how I feel about it. So there's two schools of thought as far as I'm concerned with this clip. One is, it is not deep carry by any stretch of the imagination. You have a lot of real estate coming out of your jeans with this knife. Look at that. But there's two things. When I'm working out in the yard, for instance, with my Manix 2, I put a fob on it because, yes, it's nice, and I do have, now I'll talk about the pocket clips here just briefly. I have a Lynch West pocket clip that I'm going to replace this with. It's a deep carry, and I also have one on the way to replace this pocket clip. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. I'll put a link in the description to where you can get, there's a couple places you can get replacement deep carry pocket clips that'll give you back this real estate and put it down in your pocket. But when I'm working out in the yard, this one comes in kind of deep, and I only have this is the Manix 2. I only have that much showing, and when I want to just grab my knife real quick to cut a limb or cut something, I put this fob on here because that's how I pull it out of my pocket. So that's why I've got a fob on this. Now, if you're doing a lot of work, a yard work, and you're actually using this a lot as a working knife, this would be beneficial in my opinion because you don't have to pull it out of your pocket. It's right there. You can just just pull it right out. So that's something to think about. This lanyard hole is ginormous, and I've learned from other videos, you know, if they could have put it somewhere else and moved this back a little bit, because that's a lot of real estate sticking out of your pocket. But if you're doing it for a lot of work, that actually gives you a great handle to pull it out of your pocket real quick. And as far as the pocket clip, I'm not getting any sharp spots on that, so that's a good thing. A very good thing. Ooh, a little slow there on the first open. Yeah, we'll go ahead and check out the deployment. So here's your release for your compression lock. Now this is, you know, it's never been used. It's never been, man, that's a nice slow roll. But I'm going to move back out for you here. Yeah, this is going to take some breaking in. I'm not going to put any pocket lube on it. I'm going to give it a chance to break in on its own. So it's a little slow to open. And my drop, you know, look at there. I can't even get it to fully open with the Spidey flick. And that's not yet, because these bronze washers will break in and it will get smooth. You know, some knives straight out of the box aren't going to be as smooth, but I do know for a fact from experience and talking with others, this knife in no time whatsoever is going to get so smooth and be so easy to open. It'd be such a fidget knife. Oh my gosh. And the Spidey flick, it's just not there for me right now, unless, nope, nothing but failing. It's going to take okay. It might just be the learning curve. If you've watched my videos, you know about the learning curve. Look at there. It's starting to break in, and I'm getting the learning curve down on this knife already. That's pretty cool. I was getting a little disappointed there for a second, but look at that. Got to do it again. Oh yeah. And you know, just for the heck of it, one more time. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's doing the Spidey flick like it should happen. So your deployment options on this knife, you can use the compression lock to open it. So there's that, and to shut it. And then you got your Spidey flick. Now I'm finding with this one, you don't want to stick your finger all the way in the hole. And I'm going to make a video with a bunch of different knives and talk about the learning curve on opening your knife, and different knives open different ways and muscle memory. But we'll move on. You got your Spidey flick, and then it's already working a lot nicer. You can open it from the blade if you're going to do some fine cutting. And then one that you got your slow roll, which is very nice. And then, you know, I really like opening it like that. I do a lot of fine cutting, so I really appreciate that. And thumb flick, no problem. Okay, so there's your deployment options. And you know, it's already starting to get drop shutty. Just compared to when you guys saw when I first tried it, it's already smoothing out that fast. So it just needed to be broke in a little bit. Wow, that is so nice and so fast. So, stainless steel liners. Oh, we got inset liners. I really appreciate that. Let's take a look here. You have solid liners. And on this side, we are milled out. know if you guys can see in there or not. We're milled out a little bit on the clip side. Doesn't look like we are on the other side, but they are inset, which is very nice. And you know, I like G10 when they have liners. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels solid. This is my third Spyderco, and it feels just as solid as the other ones. Let's look at our lockup percentage here. So looking up here, I'm trying to do both in the camera. What is our lockup? Can we see? Can we see it? The lockup looks good. So if you look here, it looks like we're at about 50%. About 50% lockup on your liner there. I don't know, that's kind of hard to see. That gives you any indication. There you go. So that's pretty good. I'm getting no lock stick whatsoever. All right, let's do some quick size comparisons, and then we'll get to the exciting part. All right, what we got here? Here is the Spyderco Manix 2 for comparison. This is a little bit, now your blade is a little bit shorter, but not a lot. Not a whole lot. Your handle length is a tad shorter on the Para 3. I know the Para 3, I already know, is going to be spending a lot of time in my pocket. I'm already excited how fast it broke in and got smooth. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be carrying this knife. And here is the Spyderco Tenacious. It is a budget line, and I love the Tenacious. It has the 8CR13 steel, which isn't as nice, but you know, you can clean it up and sharpen it up in 2 seconds. There's nothing to it. So there's your comparisons for those. Let me bring in a couple more. Here is a big boy. I was curious what it would look like next to the Civivi or Civivi, however you want to say it. There's the Insight, kind of dwarfed by the Insight. And here are a couple more. I'll zip through these. Here is the new Kizer Horn, which I really like. The horn has a longer cutting length, and the handles pretty much the same size on your handles there. And one of my favorites, Civivi Riffle. Got to bring the Riffle out. It looks like your handle length's about the same. You have a lot more cutting edge on the Riffle. And we'll do two more real quick. Another one of my faves is the Brazen, Civivi Brazen. A lot more cutting edge, about the same handle, pretty darn close. A little bit more on this one. And last but not least, I'm going to do the Pilar 3. I'm really enjoying this knife. So there's a size comparison. If you have any of those, give you an idea of what you're working with. Guys and gals, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Beez Blades. You can also direct message me anytime. You can also email me, beezblades@gmail.com. I'll put that in the description. The goal of Beez Blades is to grow and be a part of something greater. So what you can do to help grow the channel and get us headed to even better, more exciting content and new releases is pretty much how long you watch each video and the likes and being subscribed. That is going to get it to where we get more knives and I can do more giveaways because I'm excited about the giveaways. So let's check out the ergos here. Back out a tad. So far, oh man, I love that huge finger choil. That is what I go for. I'm probably going to end up doing this. That's comfortable. Your hand just locks in. Hot spots. I am feeling the edge of this right here. So I'm guessing when I get my new clip, which should be here probably today, that's not going to be an issue because I am feeling that. It's getting me right here. Wherever my hand is, I'm feeling that big bill sticking out. It looks nice, but I wish it was a little more shallow. So I'm feeling that as kind of a hot spot. The rest of the handle feels really nice. It's just that guy right there is just right off the bat, my first impression, not liking that too much. But the overall feel is good. You've got some nice jimping right here to grab a hold of your finger, go to grab a hold of your thumb, and you have some jimping right here in the finger choil. There is no sharpening choil to speak of. So you may or may not like that, but you do get the full length of the blade that you have available. And how are we feeling here? This feels pretty nice. Sometimes on the G10 it's really sharp. This, I mean, I can feel it, but when I'm holding it, I'm not feeling any sharp edges. You also have some jimping right here, which is really nice. Your thumb locks into place. I'm not feeling any other sharp edges, which is good. It looks like this is going to be my only, I wish it wasn't there. But that I've already taken care of. So, you know, it's something to consider. If you don't want that deep carry and you want it to stick out, you might have to deal with this. That, you know, it's a subjective thing. But that's the first thing I noticed when I grabbed the knife, is I'm feeling that right there. Other than that, the feel of this knife is pretty good. The ergos, I'm liking. So all we got to do is just let's cut a couple things. There's a piece of paper I cut earlier. Let's see how she cuts. We'll get that, and where's a piece of cardboard? Let me grab a piece of cardboard. We'll see what it's like out of the box, and then we'll get to, oh my gosh, look at that. I mean, I would expect nothing less from Spyderco. I mean, it is, listen to the sound. That sound is what tells you how sharp that is. So there's your paper. Here's some cardboard. Now I'm not feeling any hot spot, and I'm cutting back, holding it back here. Let's hold it up with the finger choil. Just melting through cardboard like butter. Like nobody's business. I mean, just sharper than a razor blade for sure. A lot of folks think razor blades are sharp. That is until you use a sharp pocket knife. And let's see how it is on a hard piece of leather. Oh, just melting through it. Whoops, that was my bad. Man, I enjoy cutting with a knife that works like it's supposed to. So the ergos, I'm completely pleased with. I'm not feeling that hot spot when I'm cutting because my hand's coming out a little bit. So maybe that's not going to be a big deal, right? So there's the unboxing and first look at the Spyderco Para 3. Now for the giveaway. This giveaway is not sponsored by anyone. Let me zoom back out here just a tad. All right, it's not sponsored by YouTube or anyone else but me. I am solely responsible for the prize and the distribution. I'm giving away a brand new knife. But which one? The contest period started when this video you're watching right now posted and ends 1 week from now on June 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here are the rules. You're listening to them. To enter, 1, you must be 18, which will be verified. 2, you must be in the continental United States or have someone in the States that you trust that can mail the knife, that I can mail the knife to. You must be a subscriber to Beez Blades. And 4, comment below with 2 things. 1, something you enjoy most about my videos. And 2, something that you could take out or leave it, or you don't care for it or don't like it at all. And I'm trying to gear these to exactly what you guys want. So comment below something you enjoy most about the videos that you like, something of that nature. And then 2, something that you can take it or leave it. I will draw with a computer, and I'm not going to be doing the drawing. And only comment once, because the program chooses the winner that chooses will not count multiple comments. So don't waste your time. It's going to be random, and you'll have 7 days from the drawing to claim your prize. If you don't claim the prize, a subsequent drawing will determine the new winner. I'll do nothing with your information other than contact you and send your knife. I have a couple step verification to make sure you are actually the winner, so you guys don't worry about that. You guys, thanks for watching and supporting Beez Blades. Have yourself a great week, and do me a big favor, don't cut yourself.